I think we've already established that code is everywhere, and so everyone should be part of it. How does inclusivity go in line with what we do at 42? Let's find out.
Das Internet ist für uns alle Neuland.
That's ridiculous.
It is no secret that tech jobs around the world consist of mainly white, straight males. Only roughly 20% of computer science jobs and 15% of software engineering jobs around the world belong to women, and that is only one of many underrepresented groups. At our school, we set it as one of our main objectives to change that reality, to help bridge those gaps, to make tech as inclusive as possible. But why is that important, not only from the society, but also from the market perspective? We've asked around.
Because if our students and staff feel understood and safe, then we encourage everyone to have the confidence to be themselves.
Because without it, minority voices like mine will never be heard.
Because with inclusivity, we create a sense of belonging.
Because it's just better when everybody can partake, really. Opportunity is distributed unequally. And in order for us to construct a more equitable society that's open to all, where everybody feels respected and seen and valued, we need inclusion.
Diversity of thought is really important to create good products and to create innovation. It's about so much more than just ethnicity or gender. It's about background, perspective, age, education. If you put a team of people together who all think the same way, they will create a product that serves people who are just like them. And you're missing out on a huge part of your customer base. For instance, seatbelts in cars were originally tested only on crash test dummies with a male body shape, making it much more likely for women to die in car accidents. The same pattern applies to software and code. One example here is speech recognition software. Many of the main speech recognition software providers were developed on male samples, which means they are much more likely to transcribe male speech accurately than female speech, leaving everyone who doesn't have a male voice at a loss. And that's approximately half of our population and also half of potential consumer base. Research also shows that the higher the diversity rates in an organization, the more profitable they tend to be. So it just makes good business sense. Gender stereotypes are just so deeply ingrained into our society. For instance, when I first brought my kids to their nursery, one of my children was read as male and immediately handed some cars, and one of my children was read as female and was directed towards the dolls. And then this pattern continues throughout the entire education system. So for instance, teachers tend to be biased to think that boys are better at maths and science, which then results in a self-fulfilling prophecy for many people. We then end up with tech degrees at universities being so male-dominated that it can be off-putting to people who don't identify as male. This ultimately results in a real lack of female or non-male role models to inspire younger people for careers in tech. To break that pattern, we have a lot of unlearning to do as a society on the whole. That doesn't only apply to gender, it applies pretty much to any bias towards underrepresented groups in our society. The biggest priority when designing our campus was flexibility, because we know that what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for the other person, and we can't possibly anticipate all the different needs of our students. We are now in a position to have different options in our school building. We have sociable spaces, we have quiet spaces. We can also make ad hoc adjustments on demand. We want to show people with periods they belong here by offering free period products in our bathrooms. We reject the gender binary by offering gender-neutral bathrooms. We also want to show people of faith they have a place here by setting up a dedicated prayer room. We host dedicated meetups for underrepresented communities in tech. We host neurodiversity meetups. We host meetups for people of color. We host meetups for the LGBTQI+ community. We really spend a lot of time and thought on how to make this community the best it can be for people from any background. People of any background. For people of any background. Our team is incredibly diverse, so this approach suits our staff just as much as the students who come here to learn. We are really lucky with Neukölln as our location because surely it's one of the most diverse and forward-thinking places in the country.
Inclusion is definitely implemented at 42. We are encouraged to be part of a different group created by the school and also create our own community. We can be our true self.
It brings everyone together and it gives you the feeling of welcome and value.
I feel like we live by radical inclusion in the sense that almost every profile is drastically different, and in my opinion it's one of the best aspects of 42 because most of the people I would have maybe never crossed in my life, and it creates something different.
Yes, I think we live by it. There is different groups for several minorities, and I feel that the staff is doing a lot of effort to take each minority serious and bring them together and be sensible to each minority's topic.
As developers, we will be working on global issues. So global perspectives are important in solving these big issues.
It's a very bumpy road we're walking on, creating a community that's welcome for everyone. And as we try to help others see through their blind spots, we often forget about our own. Thankfully, we're not walking alone. Big thumbs up for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more content and join our tech education revolution. Come to do a PC with us. Have you subscribed to our channel?
Yeah.